All right, this is an instruction for the inner smile meditation. So let's start out talking about smiling, I guess, huh? Smiling, what does it do to your body? Well, one of the simpler things it does is it helps releases endorphins and serotonin, which are the body's feel-good drugs. So smiling makes you feel good. It also helps relax the body. For instance, if you have an injury in your leg and you have tension and pain there, and it goes on for a long time, do we smile to that part of our body? No, generally we frown and think poorly of this part of our body because it ain't working, and it's encumbering our way of getting around. So oftentimes we frown. And what does frowning do but tighten the muscles even more? And that takes any pain there is going on and ups the pain level because the muscles are pulling on where it hurts. And then that also constricts blood flow and chi flow. So it slows down the healing process, raises the blood pressure. So smiling then, if you smile to an area that's injured, you help relax the muscles around there, which helps with the blood flow through an area, which helps lower your pain level. It helps up your immune system, lower your blood pressure. It helps free up chi flow and blood flow through an area, so it helps speed up the healing process. Pretty neat, huh? Chinese sages and healers centuries ago figured this out. And I'm trying to show you a simple way of accessing this wisdom innate that we have and that's been passed on to us from people who have toyed with it and made it work even better. So that's smiling. Where are we going to smile? We're going to smile today. We're going to focus on two systems. One is the center core of our body, third eye, heart, gut. Third eye area, this is where we think from. This is our emotions. This is where our instinct, our gut feelings come from. So these are very important, powerful places in the body. And any healing system I've looked at that works with energetics or chakras, they all cover these three centers. So I know globally, from seeing what other people do, that these are very important. The other system that we're going to look at and smile to are our 5 yin organs. According to Chinese medicine, the 5 yin organs are our core organs to our body. Emotions relate to them. The seasons affect them. They just work at a deep level, and so by smiling to them, bringing chi into them, nurturing them with blood flow and oxygen, helps with your health and happiness. Okay, so we talked about smiling, the 3 Dantians, the 5 yin organs. Now I'm going to talk about acutouch, posture, and breath, the last 3 things. Acutouch is a way of running energy. Okay, and we're going to do that with the 3 Dantians. We're going to use that in conjunction with a smile. Now the way the body works is it's mainly salt water and energy. And if you know anything about electricity, if you hold 2 points, if you stick 2 live wires into a pool of salt water, you get a current. Or you can get electrocuted if it's a bad situation. But it works in your body that way too. If you hold any 2 points long enough, you'll get a current and you'll be able to feel it because it'll feel like a pulsation. And it'll pulsate at the same rhythm. If one's pulsating and the other isn't, or they're pulsating at different rhythms, then you don't have a flow going on. When they sync up, you know you've got chi flowing from point to point. Okay, so it's a tactile thing. You don't have to see auras or anything ooky spooky like that. You just feel it. And the thing to know about chi, the functional difference between chi and electricity is chi will go through clothing. Insulators to electricity are not insulators to chi. So you don't have to strip down to do this, okay? And that's pretty much AccuTouch. You just visualize chi coming from the heavens into your body and out your arms, and chi coming up your legs from the earth, up your trunk and out your arms. You tap into power outside of yourself to help heal. And it's just a matter of visualization. Okay? So I know many people haven't played with chi before and they go, I don't know if I believe this. I don't know. It's like, well, the thing to do is suspend disbelief while you're doing it so you can get the results. So you can go back to being unsure after fact. But I would suggest just suspend disbelief, go along with it, and see how you feel. Okay? Now, as far as posture goes, you could lay down, but then you may fall asleep. You could stand up, but then that might be somewhat difficult when you're beginning. So as a beginner, I would suggest sitting up. And if you have a nice chair, sit out towards the edge so you are holding yourself up. Your bones are stacked, your vertebrae are stacked, one on top of the other, and the bones are doing the holding up. So if you got shoulder tension, what's going to happen with that? Eventually it's going to relax. Actually, one way to figure this out is to begin with, tighten, and then relax. Oh. Okay? And adjust your posture. If you go too far back, you're slouching, too far forward, you're pinching your back. So find that nice in-between space to hold your body upright. And you can do micro adjustments while you're meditating. Okay? I would suggest sitting up for this reason. Now, if you can't, for whatever reason, hold yourself up, then lean up against something. Adapt this to your specific situation. Everyone has something bothering them or something that they can't do, and so you just adapt it to yourself. Okay? And the last thing to talk about is breath. So I'm going to introduce two breathing techniques. One is just an even in and out, a relaxed breath. It's hardly any more than just noticing your breath. Now, if you're relaxed and you're breathing deep, what's going to happen as you inhale, your belly's going to come out, and you exhale, it goes in. Now you can exaggerate it to begin with just to get the feel. I'd suggest starting with exhale. Okay, but you don't need to do that when you're actually breathing. Let's just get the feel for it. Okay, now just hold your hand down here and inhale and exhale. And even is saying if it takes 4 counts to inhale, then it should take 4 counts to exhale. That's even. And don't get all uptight about it. If you think and focus too much on counting your breath or whatever, you're going to tighten up. So just kind of get a general feeling, well, that's generally even. Well, that's good enough. Okay. Now that's a nice relaxed state. But say you're not relaxed, you're getting into this inner smile thing and you're all tense from the day. You just had a horrible day at work. You got frustration inside of you or all sorts of emotions going on. We have a high stress lifestyle. So how do you de-stress? Well, how do people de-stress naturally? With breath. Well, one way is through sighing. That's natural. So let's use what we do naturally to help us feel better. Do it purposefully. Okay? very relaxing way. And the breathing pattern without the sound is inhale, hold briefly, long exhale. So, how do we use these breathing patterns in this technique? Okay, so say you're really stressed out. Got a lot of anger and frustration. That's the liver. So when you get to your liver, you know, do some nice, good sounds. If you know, it's not embarrassing because people are sitting around watching you. You may want to go by yourself to do this. And you get to a point where you've released some of that tension. You still want to release some more, but you don't need to make noises anymore, so you just continue with the breath. So that relaxes you some more. And then you get so relaxed you don't even have to do that, in which case you shift into that even breathing. And that can be the rest of your meditation, just even breath. Now if there are people around and you want to sigh but you don't want to make noise, then do the quiet version where it's short inhale, shorter held, long exhale. Exhaling relaxes your central nervous system. Long exhale relaxes it even better. Okay, so we've covered all the particulars that you need to do this. Smiling, a little bit on AccuTouch. We're going to focus on the Three Dantians, where our thoughts reside, emotions, gut feelings. 5 yin organs: lungs, kidneys, liver, heart, spleen. Posture, even breathing, or sighing breath. All right, so let's go on to our second video, which is going to be the meditation itself. I'll see you there.